Hey there, YouTubers. Right, we're going to do a quick BIOS overview of the Aorus Z690i ultralight motherboard. And this is an interesting motherboard because it's DDR5, right? But the expansion slot, graphics slot, whatever you want to call it, is PCIe 3.0 by 16. You would think, with the better Z690s, they're usually PCIe 5.0. At worst, PCIe 4.0. This is not even that. It's 3.0. Now, has that made much of a difference in gaming? I can't really say that I've noticed much of a difference when you put a GPU that's PCIe 4.0 and a 3.0 slot. Not really taking advantage of the additional bandwidth, right? So, all right, here we are. BIOS. To get in the BIOS, F2 delete or pull out your operating system before you start it up. You're going to end up in easy mode the very first time. Here's some information that's provided. The motherboard BIOS version. I will do a BIOS update video. CPU. Now, sadly, we're using this piece of crap in here, and there may be some differences in the menu from those that have an unlocked CPU. Quantity of RAM. Down here, RAM status. So I did buy the cheapest DDR5 RAM, and I actually have two motherboards, but I've only got two 8 gig sticks, so they're splitting time. I'll buy some more eventually. And that is the XMP profile. So if you have the ability to overclock it, you'll have to go in and get that going. Boot sequence. I have two drives hooked up, and oddly enough, I only see one. Not sure why. We'll check that out later. Hopefully, I won't end up sending this thing back because one of the things doesn't work. General information up here, folks. All right. SATA, if you had a hard drive hooked up, if you had a graphics card or some other device hooked up, M.2. All right, you see only one in there. Smart fan, there's our RPMs for the CPU fan. We can come over here as well, mess around with this if you wanted to. Change up your fan settings. We're not going to do that in this video. What else is over here? This is one of the places to do a BIOS update, and that's when you see me do it, that's the direction I'm going to go. Let's go jump over to advanced mode. And so I'm not going to talk about everything on here because, I'm not an expert on everything on here. As much as I screw around with these things, there's a lot of stuff in here. I have no idea what it does. Most of these, end up with various things that you can change, right? Advanced CPU settings. Let's go into here. This is obviously a submenu. So we see all this stuff in here. AVX setting. CPU cores enabling mode. E-states control. So obviously a lot of this stuff, wasn't on 11th gen. Turbo power limits. So if you know me, I mess with my power limits inside of Intel's XTU. Not that the CPU wouldn't really matter for this one. No, it will not. That's more for the higher core count ones. All right, let's back up one. So in here, folks, depending on whether you can adjust your RAM speed. So I click on that and then I hit enter, and that's how you bring that up, okay? Double clicking does not work. May be able to get a little more speed out of this thing. I'm not going to mess with it though. 4800 is pretty good. Advanced memory settings. So your timings are down here if you were going to go in and adjust those. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll skip all those other menus. So you see what's in here. And you may have to pause your screen. I'm trying to make this video quick. You can't make everybody happy, right? I could spend an hour doing this video and somebody complain about how slow it went. So we're trying to speed through this. All this information here. Now this CPU, folks, I do not believe has the ability for you to mess with turbo boost. I could be wrong. I don't spend a lot of time with the crappy Celeron, but usually on this menu, I believe you see the ability to shut it off. especially under this one. But unless I missed it somewhere, you can't do it. All right, settings, platform power. Let's just go open this up. Yeah, it's exciting. Oop. No, I don't want to do that. I/O ports. Come on. That's what you see under there. And honestly, we're not going to look at this stuff. This is not anything spectacular in those. Miscellaneous. Did I just click on the same thing? I think I did, folks. You know what? We're going to look at this one, actually. That's what's under that. Miscellaneous. Here we go. All right. So, as you most likely know, we'll pop up Trusted Computing. This is already TPM 2.0 device. So you're good to run Windows 11. All right. Not going to be a problem. I don't have Windows 11 on this computer, I don't think, but it won't be a problem. PC health status. So a lot of the same stuff you've seen on other screens. And that's going to do it for the settings menu. Let's go over to system info. You know, more basic stuff. Another place to do the BIOS update. And nothing exciting there. This is basically the same thing as what you saw on the general screen. Boot menu. See what we have here. Like I said, I have 2 drives hooked up. For some reason, one of them's not working. And I'll note why that is below eventually when I figure it out. Could be the fact that it's SATA and not an NVMe coming in there to haunt me on this one. But hey, folks, that's going to do it. Just about 7 minutes and 15 seconds. Thanks for checking out the video. Please like, please subscribe. Thank you.